Hi everyone, welcome to Human Biology. I'm Brenda Gustin and I'm just going to go over the syllabus. I want to give you a heads up that there are 4 questions on the week 1 lab quiz that are right off of the syllabus. That's to emphasize that the syllabus is important. It's got important information in it. And so I'm going to kind of run over some of the highlights. And I highly recommend that you print this out and put it into your 3-ring binder so you can refer to it frequently. Here's my contact information. My office is in Schuyler Hall and SCH 208. You can stop by during one of my office hours and chat with me. I love meeting my online students. I don't meet very many of them, but when I do, I really appreciate it. So please stop by if you just want to say hi or you have any questions. You can also do virtual office hours, and I don't list times for virtual office hours because I have a lot of times that I am willing to do virtual office hours. When you teach online, it makes your schedule a little bit more flexible. So if you'd like to do virtual office hours, let me know by email. We'll agree on a time and I'll send you a Google Meet link and we can talk on our computers. Also, you can always reach me by email. I'll be responding that way. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get in touch with me. I have the course description and the learning outcomes. Here's the textbook information. Hopefully you've been paying attention to the emails you've been getting from Barnes & Noble about First Day Complete. If you haven't read over that material, I highly recommend that you do that. No matter what you end up doing with this course, whether you do First Day Complete or you want to buy the book separately on your own, what you need is Human Biology by Sylvia Mader, 17th edition, and it is the publisher is McGraw-Hill. And the reason why I point that out is because you want to get the McGraw-Hill Connect access to the textbook. So when you go to purchase the textbook, what you're going to do is you're going to buy Connect access to Human Biology by Sylvia Mader. And what that is you'll get access to the ebook and you'll get access to the lecture assignments that we're going to be doing in this class, as well as the virtual labs. So you absolutely need that product in order to complete this class. There's a little bit of more information here about what First Day Complete is. If you want to talk about it, you need my help in figuring all this out, and should I do First Day Complete or not, again, email me and we can talk and I can help you understand it a little bit better. But that needs to be done the first week because you'll be using it the first week for points. There's a little bit more information here that talks about that. Just general help resources. The first one I have here is for help with course contents. Students should contact the instructor. If you need tutoring, try talking to your instructor first. And really, nobody knows this course better than I do. And so if you need help, on what kind of things should I study, or I don't understand a concept, we do have people, and we have tutors in the Learning Commons, and there's also some other ways that you can get tutoring. There's some different online options, and I have them listed down here. But I would recommend talking to me first. And that's like I said, I know the course better than anyone. And I'm glad to talk to you. I'm glad to give you help. I've had students that just don't get a feeling for like how much depth do I have to know, or how do I study for a test, or what is this? I don't really understand this concept. I'm glad to help you with all those kinds of things. So whether we do it virtually or we do it live or we do it by email, any of those things, I'm glad to help you out. So when you're having trouble, definitely talk to me first. A little bit of information about accessing the course in Brightspace. I know you've done that already because you're here. And here's an important reminder. This is kind of a general reminder for any of your classes. Make sure you check your Corning Community College email. And it says at least 3 times a week. I would say that that's probably reasonable. When your instructors communicate with you, or when the college needs to communicate with you, that is the portal that we use. So if there's something going on and you haven't checked your email, then you might be missing out on important information. So check your email, your Corning-CC email, on a regular basis. Here's just a quick summary about the format of our class. There's the calendar. Let me see if I can get to our course. If I get to our course and I go to course home and I kind of go down here on the bottom, keep going down after all the modules, there's a calendar and it tells you all the things that are due and when they're due. So that's kind of, that information is also in the syllabus, but it's broken up by individual assignments here. So it might be helpful to you to see that. When we look at each module page, there's a lecture study guide. And for each week, you'll see a lecture study guide. And that's kind of an outline of what you need to know for that week as far as lecture. And I highly recommend taking that lecture study guide and printing it out, putting it in your 3-ring binder. You can fill in, you can complete the lecture study guide by just using the book. Go to the ebook and you'll be able to answer the questions, read the content there, and you'll be able to answer the questions for that lecture study guide. A lot of students like videos, so I also made lecture videos. You can use the ebook and or the lecture videos to complete these lecture study guides. Each week you'll have a lecture assignment, and the assignment is one of these things that are made by McGraw-Hill, the McGraw-Hill Connect product. And what they are is they are kind of quizzing you on the content of the chapter for the week. The assignments are designed as adaptive learning assignments, which mean they'll give you a question, a multiple choice question, and you try to answer it. If you answer it correctly, it goes on to another concept. If you answer it incorrectly, it's going to give you some additional questions on that concept. So the idea is if you complete the lecture study guide and you familiarize yourself with the content of the information, your lecture assignment, you'll get over your lecture assignment pretty quickly. If you're kind of not very strong on that material and you get a lot of the questions wrong, you're going to have more questions to answer. And that's the concept of adaptive learning. It's going to adapt to your level of understanding. So what's going to end up happening is you get points for those. You get 10 points for each of those lecture assignments. And if you complete it, you get 100%. You get 10 points. If you don't complete it, you get 0%. So, or maybe it's a percent of the questions you completed, but you can get partial credit. But you need to, if you actually complete the assignment, you'll get 100% on that. Each week will also have a lab handout, or almost all the weeks have a lab handout, and you'll go through that lab handout and it will show you what to do. We will have some virtual labs that are again under Connect and the McGraw-Hill Connect product. And then with most of the labs, you'll also have a lab quiz. So between the virtual labs and the lab quiz, each lab is worth 15 points. And if you complete the virtual lab, that will give you 100% on that virtual lab. And again, when you get to week 1, you'll start seeing how that plays out. All of our exams, which are 3 lecture exams and a final exam, are proctored using a program called Respondus. These are the only assignments that are proctored. So the idea is when you use Respondus, you must have a computer that has a webcam. If it doesn't have a webcam, you need to go buy one. And I've seen them, I don't know, maybe starting at $30 at places like Best Buy. But you need a webcam because Respondus is going to record you as you take your test. If there's anything strange, like you're talking to people or you're looking up materials or something like that, Respondus will send me an alert and say, go check out the video of the student to see if they're cheating. You'll get more information about Respondus as we get closer to our first test. Here's an important section here. All your assignments you'll get weekly assignments, and they're all due by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays. So week one assignments are due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m., 1 minute before midnight, except the final exam, which is due at 5 p.m. on Thursday of week 15. So I will remind you of that many times before it happens. But when you get to the each week, you have all these due dates. Late assignments will be accepted for up to 1 week after the due date. But if they're late, you can only earn up to 50% of the possible points. That's still a good amount of points. So a lot of people will still do the assignments. And also a lot of those assignments are getting you ready for exams. So it's important to do those assignments. If you're beyond a week late on an assignment, then you cannot earn any credit. So you get 50% of the points for up to 50% of the points for a week late, up to a week late, but after that, nothing. If you're having a disaster, and this has to be something really big, contact me and I can work with you if you're really having problems. Let's see, just a little bit about organization. Get a 3-ring binder, put the syllabus in there, print your lecture study guides, print your lab handouts. And I have my binder that I have those little post-it tabs, and I have every week marked, week 1, week 2, week 3, and it really helps keep me organized. I refer to that book a lot. If you want to withdraw from any course that's a 15-week course, it withdraws by the end of week 9. If you want to withdraw with a W for withdraw, after week 9, you get you will earn the grade that you'll receive the grade that you earn in the class. Yeah, and then other things about course grades. That just a rundown right here. Here's the points on the exams and the final exam. Look at that. I told you we have a total of 5 exams, not 4. 4 exams and a final exam. And then each one of those lecture assignments that are the adaptive learning, they're 10 points each. The lab quiz for the week between the virtual lab and the lab quiz are worth 15 points each. And you can see the total points there and the grade spread. Here you go with what are we doing each week, and it does a rundown here of all the topics. Exam number 1 is on week 4, so you'll have lecture material from week 1, 2, 3 will be on exam number 1. I'll give you more information about that as it gets closer, but use this information to help you get through the class. I think that should be enough for now. Take care.